Hello everybody and thank you so much. This is the today we're going to talk about regarding to the first principle is in the section 3.3 adopt a holistic view. A little background. Currently in this specific session, we are start to work from each one of the principles. The adopt a holistic view is the first principle that you find in this specific session 3. The most important here that adopt a loss of vision are through the product life cycle from the initiation on all the way of execution and closing, ensuring assemblies, integration and alignments at every stage. What it means? It means that adopting listing vision, you can take all the information in order to connect all the components that we have in the project. We can use and we can practice put in practice all regarding to the risk analysis because we need to be proactive management risks in all the projects, and for that reason this adopt a holistic view. And finally, we foster the collaboration and integrate these perspectives that we have inside of the projects. In this specific part, you are going to find what is the project impact when we have a holistic view inside of the project. First of all, the key characteristics of project management with a holistic view include alignment with the organization's strategic goals, integrated decision making, in-house communication, management inserting complexity, and proactive and promising risk management. Having a holistic approach to study can ensure that all aspects of the project will make a positive contribution, or at least any negative contribution is quantified. And that is the most important here, that this specific principle is connected with another principle who is the integration story within all our project areas, because we these both principles is very common because both try to find a good solution and the best response as the outcome that we have in the projects. What else we have in the here? We have in this specific example in the principal in action, the specific part in the PMBOK their version. They show how how we can put in a real weight with a specific project to promote public health. In this specific part, uh, explain a good example when people try to develop any kind of project, but they forget for any kind of reason, they forget the local government initiative, uh, they will probably lose their money and not obtain more resources. In that way, the project take more resources because they align it with the public guidelines, and for that reason, this is a good example of a holistic view because when we connect all the aspects, we can obtain more resources from our projects. And finally, in this last section, when you can see here connected with the personal balance, all regarding to the holistic view, adaptive holistic view principle is connected with the seven domains. For example, the government is promote transparency and accountability. The scope foster and aligns all the project activities with the overall project scope. Scheduling by considering it by intervenes. Finance optimize final manage. Stakeholders enhance the engagement with all relevant stakeholders. The resource holistic mindset in order to maximize the project value process. And finally, risk facilitate project risk management by identifying management risks. Is very connected this specific adopted holistic view because when you are talking about regarding to this specific principle, you are very close to connect with the performance demands, and for that reason, this is a good bridge between these principles and domains because they are connected with a holistic view. That's all, my friends, that we have in this moment, and thank you so much. Don't forget to call me, don't forget to follow my social networks, and thank you very much for everything. Bye bye.